And it says we are live. It's Thursday night, man. I'm here. You're beautiful. That means, as I adjust this just a little bit, it's time for GotBot Goes live. A little bit late. I was trying to get some last minute news items ready for all of you. Of course, I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, man, please like, comment, share, of course, subscribe while you're at it, loud of my baby. Ooh, worked well tonight. Hit the notification bell. It helps me out a ton. Lets you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, the Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for, as well as all of my social media links. All of that is in the description down below. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we offer to you through Teespring, or of course, hit the join button right here on YouTube to become a channel member. By the way, we have a lot of things on Teespring. I don't talk about it as much as I probably should, but there are several lines there. And I'm always working on coming up with ideas for other ones. Just bear with me. Hope you guys are having a tremendous week. I've been having a good week. Honestly, I'm glad that tomorrow's Friday. Don't get me wrong, but it's been a pretty darn good week, I got to say. Tonight, we're going to talk about tons of leaks. We're going to talk about my thoughts on all of that. We're going to talk about trivia, this week's pickups. Why is that not doing the thing? This week's pickups, and we may even do a brand new episode of Creator and the Corporate Man. I got one in mind. We done that last week. It seemed to get a few laughs, and people seem to like it. I'm going to test it out a little bit. Who knows? Maybe a new series on the horizon. Hey, Ultra Megatron is happy you're here, buddy. The windows are open here. It's actually pretty warm, like unseasonably warm. In my neck of the woods, fall arrived yesterday at 4:50 p.m. and it was a gorgeous day today for the first full day of fall. Armor Convoy, happy you're here. Hey, Blue. Ken, happy you're here, buddy. Doing great, man. Honestly, doing great. Ready to head into Friday. Ready to have some fun with you guys here tonight. We're going to try and get through it. I don't want to waste too much time tonight because there is a ton of news. Some of it we've reported here. Some of it I reported a long time ago. You probably even forgot that I reported it. Some of it I have not. So it's a big mix here tonight. Hey, Marcus, happy to see you. Hey, Lee, happy to see you, buddy. Super Robot Ed, glad you're here. Manitoba Quizler, hey, buddy. Let's see. Hey, Big M. Things are going great with the new job. There's a steep learning curve. I've been teaching for 15 years, so I know in the classroom, but there's a lot of things behind the scenes that like I've never done, you know, like certain seating charts, and I've never had to do report cards, if you can believe that, you know, so like things behind the scene like that. But you know what, man, it's all coming along nicely. I'm not going to waste time. We're going to dive right into the news. Of course, we have trivia later on, thanks to our buddy Dragonfly. Hope he's doing a bit better. He's been having some like health issues, and we have a bonus question. The pickups are going to be, I'm happy this week with the pickups, so we're going to talk about that. So first things first, in the news, DNA Design showed off their MPM12 kit. It gives the movie masterpiece Optimus Prime new thighs, new shoulder kind of covering pieces that are a little bit angled, so they look a little bit nicer, and new forearms that I think I like better. But to each their own. Do I think it's a necessary one? Maybe a little bit. Hey, Razor Bear, see you there, buddy. Corporate Man has some explaining to do on those complete garbage unlockables for Victory Saber. Maybe he does. So like I think the DNA Design kit is great. I don't know if it's necessary, but I think the DNA Design kit is great. We also have some pictures that came up of Slammer. A lot of people are slamming Slammer. I can't wait for him. I want to see his tower mode. He's obviously going to go with my Metroplex. I 100% want him. I 100% want pipes. Zero interest in Waspinator. I've seen it. I don't like it, and it's smaller than the T30. It's not for me. Zero interest in Waspinator or Black Shadow. No, Shadow Panther. Shadow Panther. Zero interest there. Don't like the mold. Shadow Panther and Waspinator have been sighted in the US. They've been sighted in Canada. They've been sighted in the UK. I don't know where Slammer and Pipes are. Weird, I guess. Will I review them? If they come my way, but I'm not going looking for them because I'm not interested in I like the Thrilling 30 Waspinator better. And I like the, and I don't really like the mold that's used for Shadow Panther. So it's as simple as that for me. Hey, M, happy to see you, buddy. It's been a while, man, since I've seen you. I think his head looks like Tailgate. Whose head? I think whose head looks like Tailgate? Slimer's? I can see that. I can see Slimer's head looking like Tailgate. Let's see. I need a head and hand upgrade for Titans Return Overlord. Okay. I hope you get it. I don't know what else to say to you. I don't know if there's one that exists, to be honest with you. Yeah, I got you, Ken. It took me a few minutes, but I got you, buddy. I'm happy with it, but a lot of people don't seem to be. Maybe that'll make it easier for me to get a Slammer. What else? Cyberverse Ultra Ramjet was not only shown, but he's been released this past week. I guess it's an okay thing. It's extremely simplified. I'm not sure if this thing has knees. Some pictures make it look like his leg is just perpetually slightly bent. Some make it look like he does have a bit of a knee. Some make it look like he just doesn't. So I'm not sure. It's all right. I'm not getting it. It's not the Ramjet for me, but it's all right for what it is. Pretty excited about the Studio Series leaks, especially Wheeljack. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. After acquiring all, and in the last couple of weeks, my budget is somewhat spent. Computron looks great on the shelf, right? I told you, man. I told you the Computron is a beaut. Happy you're happy, but I get it. You need a break, right? I saw Ramjet. He's leaning forward in the package. Yeah, he is leaning forward in the package, which is a bit weird way to package him, Jay. I don't know. I've liked what they've done with some of the Ultras. I have a few of them. I think they got better, but I don't feel like Ramjet is kind of top tier. I think that if you saw, for example, the Skull Cruncher, Skull Smasher, I think it's probably better than the Ramjet. So, I don't know. We've seen it. It's out if you want it. What else do I say? Victory Saber. So we saw some more pictures from Dallas Fan Expo. It looks... I can't pick out much from Grayscale. All the detail stuff just kind of gets lost on me. Grayscale doesn't interest me that much. I need to see the colors on it. And when it comes to the Grayscale of that, I look at it and I'm like, yeah, it looks like it's a lot packed in there. I think it's going to be heavy. I think it's going to have a lot of mass. What it loses in size, I think it's going to make up for in mass, or so I hope. It looked impressive there, but I also feel like that when we saw it with the tears included. You got to stop these tears. If the thing gets funded, then give everything. If it doesn't get funded, then don't give it. It's as simple as that. It's going to get funded. Let's be realistic. Is it going to get funded 20,000? I don't know, man. Last I looked, it had about 19, 18 days to go, and it was at about 9,000. I mean, it's not. I don't know. It might. Here's the thing. I've been saying I don't want it unless I can get all the tiers. And people would say, well, then back it if you wanted the tiers. Here's the thing. If I back it and it doesn't get all the tiers, then I'm still out the money. And now I got it when I don't really want it without the tiers. I have to wait until 20,000 people have backed this before I would say, yeah, you know what? I think he's worth it this time. And maybe my tune will change as it comes down to the crunch. I don't know. I said it before. I don't think this is as bad as Unicron, but they're still making some really massive mistakes here. The tiers are garbage, and they should be embarrassed. Whoever came up with those ideas as tiers should really be embarrassed, because they should just be standard inclusion, honestly. But to be fair, the bonuses and stuff that came with Unicron were kind of trash too. Those little tiny Galvatron and Optimus. Get real. Get real. I got the Arc. I got that tiny Optimus. It literally serves zero purpose. What a waste. It's cute. Starscream wife laughed, and that was about it. It is slotted in its spot in mainframe. It'll never come out of there. I'll never use it for anything. I'll never do anything with it. I didn't need it. It's simple as that. I mean, to each their own, I guess, but simple as that. But for somebody to tell me, back it if you want the tears. No. Here's the way that a business should work. I'm telling you, you've caught my interest. I'm interested, but I want a little bit more. A good business would say, well, here, we'll also include this, this, and this. And then I'd be sold. That's not what they're doing. It's bad business. I stand by it. It's bad business. Vintage Beast Wars are out in the U.S. Speaking of Vintage Beast Wars, we may have saw some leaks of a Vintage Beast Wars Scorpinak, which I find very interesting because the colors seem different from the original, especially on the main body. It seems more gray, which would work nicely if you wanted to customize it and add some purple on the claws and whatnot. I like the original. I have Customize the original heavily. What are you doing?
I just switched out my tongue ring.
Oh. I have customized the original heavily. A lot of people have seen it. If you want to see it yourself, just go back pretty recently to the Kingdom Scorpinak review. He's in there as a comparison. I feel like the new one would be much easier to customize. I think it looks great. If I was to tell you, do I get the Kingdom, or like if you can only have one or the other, do I get the Kingdom or do I get the original reissue when it comes out? Assuming that it's actually happening. I mean, it's one of those things like, don't say it till it's happening, but like the pictures are pretty definitive. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. I would say get the reissue. I think that the original Scorpinak is still better, but that's just me. To each their own. I'm kind of excited about that Scorpinak, actually. Let's see. Oh, the Shockwave Pop. That's a Target exclusive. Is also out in the US. In the UK, we have SS Wrecker, Cyberverse Wrecker, and Thrust are both out in the UK. So there's some releases. Bumblebee and the Dinobots are Optimus Prime. Bumblebee and the Dinobots are kind of on this banner for the new season of Cyberverse. The season 4 is really just the like movie thing that's going to be on, I think, Netflix, if I'm not mistaken. The Dinobots look cool. Honestly, I think they look all right. They're like a little stylized from G1, but enough that you'd look at it and be like, yeah, that's the Dinobots, buddy. I like them. I think they're okay. And based on the character models that we've seen for so far, Snarl, I think Sludge. We know Grimlock already from Cyberverse. I don't think we've seen Swoop yet. Like, not in plastic form. Before the other Dinobots, I think we saw Slag too, or Slug, if you will. Like, I think they look good. They're in the spirit of G1 without being G1. Are they for me? No. Honestly, for me, it's going to be the Studio Series guys, or the Black Mamba, one of those two. By the way, the world's smallest transforming Dinobots that I reviewed earlier the week, they're cute. I like them. They're not the Dinobots for me because I'm not a Legend scale guy. But if I was a Legend scale guy and a G1 guy, they'd probably be up my alley. M is here. M loves the world's smallest transforming guys, if I'm not mistaken. I think he got a bunch of them, if I'm not mistaken. So we got that out of the way. What else do we have? By the way, that Ramjet comes out in the same wave as a Skull Cruncher and another Bumblebee, if I'm not mistaken. If I didn't say that already. Okay, so let's start getting into the leaks, I believe. Hold on. Is that what I want to do next? Oh, no, actually, a couple of other things first. Colored Victory Saber. We saw images of Victory Saber with all of his color. Much like with Die Atlas and the boys for Big Powered, this is exactly what I expected. Bright, vibrant, crisp colors that really speak to the Japanese animation, 100%. I mean, he looks tremendous based on those colorations. Will that be the final coloration? I don't know, because everybody thought it was going to be the final coloration on Unicron, and it wasn't. So are they going to pull the same, shady shenanigans this time? I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I do think it looked, I saw it and I was like, yeah, that looks like Victory Leo. Yeah, that looks like Star Saber. Yep, that looks like Victory Saber, man. I'm just saying, man. I'm just throwing it out there. Hey, Ultra Megatrons, I appreciate that, buddy. Thanks for coming to Legends class, baby. What else do we have here? Because I just want to get to this. I want to save the leaks for the end of them, so I'm trying to kind of slide through the other bits of news here. Vintage Scorpinak we got. Oh, another interesting Beast Wars release. MP32 Optimus Primal. I would imagine that the Beast Wars love is largely a tie-in to Rise of the Beast. I like the MP32, or MP32. I think it's nice as far as MPs go. And for a long time, I was like, this might be the one that I think I'd like. But then I heard of issues of breakage, as always plagues MP. And I'm like, no. Speaking of which, I'm going to talk about a breakage issue and an upcoming review very, very shortly. KFC finally, speaking of Masterpiece, showed their MP scaled Ape Face and Snapdragon. They look tremendous. Why these are being categorized as KFC rather than X-Transbots, I don't know. I find that very peculiar. In terms of their strategy. Why they're doing that, I'm not sure, but they are doing it. And for those not in the know, I apparently it's common knowledge that X-Transbots and KFC are really the same thing. So it's interesting that besides for the Junkions, we're getting something else now in like the KFC vein of things, you know? So breakage issue. Okay, so a little while ago, we did an unboxing, and I did one from Maximal 10, and it had a lot of weird things in there. One of which was the disastrous MP09 Rodimus Prime. But it wasn't the Japanese version. It was the Hasbro version, which is already an uphill climb because it didn't come with the trailer. So it's going to be an uphill climb. So I was kind of fiddling with it. And I was transforming it delicately because it is what it is. And wouldn't you know, but a leg started to move really loose. And then I realized, wait. The leg is still hooked in, but the hip is broken. Now, how the hip got broken, I don't know, because I hadn't really pulled on anything at this point. And I'm sure Maximal 10 didn't do it. I assume at some point in transport or something, or I moved something when I shouldn't have or something. So, of course, I contacted him saying, look, man, it's broke. Like, I'll make it up to you somehow. We'll pay it, I'll pay it back or whatever, right? And he said, don't worry about it, man. I'm like, it's fine. I said, no, we'll figure it out. And he said, I wonder if there's a way to fix it. Now, our buddy Justin from the 3D Corner is a magician. So I gave it to him. Maximal 10 picked this up at a time many, many years ago when it got returned to a store because it had a broken thumb. What our buddy Justin discovered is that there was a lot more wrong with this than a broken thumb. And Maximal 10 didn't break it. I didn't break it. Whoever returned it had broken it and fixed it good enough to return it. It's going to be an interesting review and an interesting story behind that one. In fact, our buddy Justin will probably make an appearance as he explains some of the work he's actually doing. So it will be the curious case of Masterpiece Rodimus Prime. It's going to be a very different type of review. I hope you guys are going to join me for that. Okay, I'm going to check in with you guys. Then we get into all of the leaks. A bunch for everything, honestly. Selects leaks, Studio Series leaks, Legacy leaks. It's going to be a bunch, and we're going to fly through it in just a little bit. Let's see. All the pegs on the stores around here have been empty for many weeks now. Honestly, Rob, I wouldn't know. I've been so busy the last few weeks. I haven't really had much time to look. Apparently, Rhinox is also out in Canada at Walmart's in Ontario. I haven't seen him yet, but I've only checked two, and I've only checked them once this week. So I keep my eyes open. There's a few Dinobots and Infernos around, which is nice to see. As we go down here, let's see. I got to go back up because I'm missing stuff. Marcus says Victory Saber equals giant hoop jumping. Yeah, you're right. And it's ridiculous. It shouldn't be. Hey, Jimzilla. Jim is now one of our producers. You will start to notice that his name appears as one of our producers, and I appreciate him being on board, being part of the team. I will back Star Saber if he hits all the tiers, and they aren't that great. Jay took the words out of my mouth. Hasbro doesn't even know what good business means. No, they don't. You're right. Let's see. It's not getting 20,000 backers. I think Hasbro will be generous and throw in the VLOC and Shield because they already put the planning stages. They should. Those things should be included anyway. Like, I'm watching Victory now, the startup. And you know what? Honestly, as that series goes on, it gets a bit better. Like, it's not as atrocious as what Headmasters was. It's not as bad. It's not great, but it's not as bad as what it could be. And like, these things are just there. Like, they're just there. Okay? Like, include them. They're a cardinal part. Let's see. SS86 Blitzwing, no Headmaster. Okay. I don't know why you said that, but okay. If it's no bigger than the Astro Train, easiest pass of my life. I don't like the Astro Train at all. I infinitely prefer the Titan's Return. Let's see. It's at 9,100 out of 11,000. No, it's at 9,100 out of 20,000. It's at 9,100. Let's be realistic here. People want the tier, so it's at 9,100 out of 20,000. Am I happy to have the 13 Ultra Megatrons? So happy. The only thing standing in my way is a version of Onyx Primal, and I got an idea for that. It might take me a little while, but I got an idea for that too. Hey, Brian, happy you're here, buddy. Hope you're having a great week. I remember last week saying that this was setting you off on the right foot for your weekend. He won't make the first tier. I think people are going to be surprised because he magically jumped 2001 day a little while ago. We saw that Star Saber comes with the shield. It's on the back of the combined jet mode. No, what we saw is that it goes on the back of the combined jet mode. We did not see that it's automatically included. As a matter of fact, it was not in the grayscale images from Dallas. So no, it's a tier. It's the third tier. I'm guessing. I'm guessing it's the third tier. If it's not, and it's something else, I'll be shocked. I would put dollars to donuts that it's going to be the shield. They usually pull some colors back, right? They usually do. Never looks as good as the pics. Hey, Devlin, if I didn't say it already, just got my Kingdom Sideswipe Maximal Scour. Mine have shipped. I'm happy to say my Sideswipe and my Scour have shipped. Cannot wait to get them. I'm in for both. I like both. I love both molds, honestly. So I'm glad mine have shipped. Might be a little while getting here, but I'm glad it's shipped. Shipped from .com, not .ca. The original Horicons and KFC, these are recolors. Oh, right, Big M. Thank you. Yes, just like with the Junkion mold, these were out before under the KFC banner. You're right, Big M. Thank you for the clarity, my friend. Amazon lost my Grimlock and Mirage. They should have. You shouldn't have had to order a replacement, Jay. Amazon should have replaced it. Like, again, what another garbage, incompetent company. I like Legends class for birthday cake. What? Okay. My MP Rodimus are bad. Oh, most MP Rodimus are bad quality. You're right. But this is a deeper story than bad quality. Hey, Transformers Talk. Raw. I like the name, by the way. I have the TRU Hasbro MP Rodimus, and I have never fully transformed. It's far too frustrating. Oh, Razor Bear, I feel you, buddy. Hey, Warren. I'm going down here. And I know I'm skipping some stuff, guys, so I apologize. Transformed all my Masterpiece multiple times and haven't had an issue. I think you're going to find it very interesting when I go through this story. I think you're going to be like, what? Why? I think that's going to be the reaction of a lot of people. Wait till you hear the story. I'd like to buy a Victory Saber, but the price and what it gives. I hear you, Blade. I hear you, man. Yeah, I've heard of the Cybertron Titan Metroplex. We're going to talk about all that. I have zero interest in it because I have zero interest in the Unicron trilogy, but we're going to talk about it. Oh, the replacement was free. Well, if the replacement was free, then that's good. Hey, Shansi. I'm excited to get all of these leaks. Okay, let's get going on the leaks. Runish just said they're excited to get the leaks. Let's get going on the leaks. So, where do I want to start? I think I'm going to start with Studio Series. So, Studio Series has had a number of leaks. Some we've talked about previously here on the channel. Some we have not. I'm going to give you the skinny now. A lot of these are Transformers 6, which is the Bumblebee movie. Some of these are 86. Some of them are kind of peppered throughout. So first things first, Core Class is coming to Studio Series, and we're going to kick things off with Transformers 6 Ravage, with Transformers 6 Shockwave, a Core Class Shockwave I find interesting. An 86 Spike. Yes, please, if it's any good. I'm in for an 86 Spike. Of course, that being said, there's a part of me that's thinking it's really going to be a close relation to the Masterpiece Spike. We'll see about that. Please, God, give him a face. 86 Wheelie. Now, I like the Titans Return Wheelie. I'll see what the 86 is like. The Titans Return is okay. Do I think it could be done better? Yes. So I might be in for an 86 Wheelie. Then we have an 86 Ratchet Core Class, which I find weird. I'm not in for that. I don't want Ratchet, who is a full-size guy, as a Core Class. Personally, it's not for me. If it's for you, cool. We also have Transformers 6 Laserbeam. No, Yeah, Transformers 3 Laserbeak. Sorry, Dark of the Moon, a Laserbeak, which I think is going to look probably pretty cool. And we have 86 Rumble. I'm curious if this 86 Rumble is going to be a re-release of the Rumble that came in that like 4-pack, because a lot of people didn't get the 4-pack. A lot of people would like to have that one. 86 Wheelie is slated to be Core Clash. Yep. We might get SS86 Ratchet. Right now, the Ratchet that I just told you is a Core Class. It's 86, but it's Core Class. Hey, Grimlock Gone. I think Ratchet is a typo and might actually be Rat Bat. It could be. I'm only reporting the news as it was reported to me. So Jay could be right. It could be Rat Bat. And again, that would sort of make sense. Maybe it could come out like the Rumble. That being said, it would also explain why it's not like a 999 core class and it's an 849 core class, because it might be one of the small little micro guys that came with Titans. Not Titans, came with Siege, right? In the 2-packs with the Micromasters. It might be one of them. So I don't know. We will see. I heard 86 Ratchet Core Class was a code name for the Bayverse Scalpel. And that could be as well. Honestly, Scalpel might make sense too. If we're getting Wheelie, it will instantly be better than the one that came with Grimlock. Oh, yeah. The one that came with Grimlock was trash. I don't care about that. The question is it going to be better than Titan's Return? So that's that. In Deluxe, we have Perceptor, we already knew, for 86, right? 86 Perceptor. Then we have an 86 Ratchet there. I'm hoping that it is the Earth Mode Ratchet that people did not get a chance to get. That's what I'm hoping, because it needed to be re-released. It's as simple as that. A lot of people didn't get the Paradron Medics. It needed to be re-released. I guess we'll see. Oh, sorry. No, that's not 86 Ratchet. I apologize. That's Transformers 6 Ratchet. So it's the Ratchet from the B movie. That is probably going to be very interesting. Cybertronian mode, but probably very interesting. Transformers 6 RC. I think she looks beautiful. I'm interested to see what her face sculpt will be like, actually. I've also heard that she might turn into a motorcycle. That'd be interesting. Transformers 3B. Okay, Dark of the Moon B. All right, whatever. Transformers 6 Wheeljack. So this is going to be, I think this one has a lot of people's attention and interest. This is going to be a Bumblebee movie Wheeljack. I think a lot of people are hoping that this is where we're going to get Cybertronian Wheeljack to go with Origins Bumblebee. That would be spectacular. Do I think it's going to happen? I think if there's any chance of it happening, this is the best chance of it happening. We also have Transformers 6 Brawn. I expect him to have a head that's a little bit too round, because it's Brawn from the B movie. And his head was pretty round in that, with a very hidden face. What else do we have here? Transformers 6 Ironhide. Obviously, Ironhide and Ratchet are going to be the same mold with a few tweaks. Transformers 2 Sideways. I think that's an interesting one. Revenge of the Fallen Sideways. I think I might be in for Sideways. And the Last Night Hot Rod. Zero interest for me. Zero. But it'll interest some people. Age of Extinction Crosshairs. 86 RC. I find that one very weird. We just had like the Earthrise Kingdom RC. Surely they're not going to re-release that again. And you just did that G1 style RC. Are you already going to release RC again within the next year for people to upgrade to already? I think the RC is a really weird one. I will very much be watching the news closely on her. Transformers 6 RC, I already said that. Voyager. We have Transformers 6 Soundwave. He will be popular. People like that design. They thought he looked cool. That Ravage, the laser beak would be neat. You know, like, I think that Soundwave is going to be a popular Soundwave. A Hot Rod variant. A lot of people are saying it's probably going to be like a Nemesis Hot Rod, or like a Shattered Glass Hot Rod, something like that. And it might be a Shattered Glass Hot Rod. Again, though, they're calling it Voyager, and it's not a Voyager, so I'm not getting it. Maybe on sale. Like, if nobody wants it and I find it on sale for like 30% off or something. 86 Junkyard, guaranteed 100% going to get it. I love the Wreck-Gar. 100% interested in Junkyard. Galvatron from Transformers 4. So it's going to be the Age of Extinction Galvatron. I think that it might prove interesting. We'll see. It's not going to live up to the third-party masterpiece version that basically turns inside out. But it could be interesting. And Transformers 6 Thundercracker, which, of course, will be the Starscream / Thrust mold, I presume done in blue. Word is we're going to get many, many, many of those Seekers. And honestly, I'm okay with it. I'm only going to have one because I made him my Liege Maximo. By the way, tomorrow's review will be Liege Maximo. And you can see exactly what I did to that mold, which wasn't a lot, just a few key things. Most of the work was on the head, of course. And it's not going to be a Liege Maximo for everyone. Some people will say, no, that's not the one for me. And I get it. I've seen some other great customs of the Liege Maximo. It depends on what you're going for. So it'll be an interesting one. It'll be a fun way to do Friday, you know? Not real long, not real hard in terms of a review that's going to take up a lot of your time that you need, like popcorn and drinks for. Like, no, it's not going to be that. It'll be a fairly quick one, but hopefully it'll be interesting. I'm very happy because I think it turned out well. It turned out well for my needs. So... not a Voyager count, 27. A lot more than 27, man. Someone out there must have a Seeker Shrine out. Oh, Seeker Shrine, Triple R. 100% Triple R has the Seeker Shrine. Or Input. One of those two. They need to retool the SS-86 Wrecker into Psykill mold. They won't because they don't have the rights to the actual... like toys. It's so weird. They have the rights to the fiction. They don't have the rights to the toys. And the company that has the rights to the toys don't have the rights to the fiction. So it basically it won't happen. Official GoBots, unlikely to ever happen, which is sad because the rights are held by two different companies that won't work together because suits, because corporate man. Hasbro should totally do a Studio Series Shattered Glass line. Maybe, but they won't. Again, Shattered Glasses are going to be Pulse exclusive. It is what it is, whether we agree with it or not. I would be for that. I would agree with you. Transformers Desk Reviews, I totally agree with you. It won't happen, but I totally agree they should. Let's see. I want a dump truck wrecker. So do I. It does stink. I agree. Yep. It's a sad state of affairs for poor old GoBots. Okay, so let's go on. We've done all of that. Selects. Let's talk selects. Let's talk some leaks in selects. Selects. We have Lift Ticket that I assume it'll be a repaint, right? I might be in for Lift Ticket. What else do we have here? Deluxe DK. I don't know what that's going to be. Somebody else might. I'm not overthinking it. Cyclonus' Armada. Let's be realistic. They're going to take the Kingdom Cyclonus mold. They're going to repaint it, and they're going to say it's and his Armada. People are going to buy it. Why? Because they want and his Armada, and because that mold's spectacular. Why wouldn't you buy it again? It is tremendous. Arguably, best of the year. And Clampdown. A lot of people are probably going to be happy about that. I'm hoping that the Clampdown is going to be using the Earth mode mold, and I'll get that because, yeah, why not? I like it. I only have Red Alert, and I'll have Sideswipe. I could do a Clampdown. I'm okay with that. Hear anything about there being a victory dub? No. Star dub. That's the only dub that's out there, sadly. And it's not as bad as Headmasters, but it could be done better. No, I mean, they should, but they won't. Oh, DK is Diaclone Trailbreaker repaint. Okay. Donkey Kong. Yeah, I mean, I'm not in for a Diaclone repaint. I don't care about that. Looking forward to Armada Starscream. We're not down there yet. So that's it for selects, I think. Yeah, that's it for selects. So for me, from selects, Lift Ticket, Clampdown, that'll probably be about it. Then we get into exclusives. We are not to Legacy yet. Let's get into exclusives. Tons of these. So Walgreens apparently will have Minerva. I want Minerva. 100% in for Minerva. Let's see. Target apparently will get 2 Red Card Deluxe exclusives, as well as MPM Blackout. If you like the MPM line, cool. For me, the Studio Series Blackout is tremendous. I go back to Ironhide. The Studio Series Ironhide infinitely better than the MPM Ironhide. Blackout might be the same thing. I think the Studio Series one is excellent. I think the MPM one will be a panelly disaster. We'll see. We will see. Man, the MPM Bumblebee is such garbage. Walmart. Apparently, they'll have a line called Velocitron. I'm intrigued by this. And in Velocitron, there will be Burnout. I don't even know the character. There will be Road Rocket, Blur. Clampdown will be there as well, which I find interesting. And Cosmos, which a lot of people will be happy with. I like the Generations Cosmos a lot. I think it's pretty much a perfect Transformer in terms of being a Transformer. Is it a bit stylized for Cosmos? Yes. Will this be the dumpy lad we all know and love? I don't know. Maybe, but like, I don't know how Cosmos really fits in Velocitron. But whatever. As well in Velocitron, there will be Voyagers of Override. And interesting, I just reviewed the Cybertron Override a little while ago. I won't be in for Override, but to each their own. Road Hauler, I don't know. And then the leader will be Black Convoy, which I find really interesting that they're calling the leader Black Convoy and not like Nemesis Prime or Scourge or something like that. I find that really interesting that it's being referenced as Black Convoy. I feel like there's some nods in those exclusives to Unicron Trilogy stuff. Maybe a peppering of Robots in Disguise 2001. Let's see. Red, in the red line, we're going to have Galvatron. We're going to have Shockwave. We're going to have Megatron and Optimus Prime recolors. We're going to have Transformers Prime Optimus Prime. We're going to have Transformers Prime Megs. We're going to have Dark Energon Megatron. We're going to have G1 Cliffjumper. I'm not in for any of them. I don't understand why red exists. If you are, cool. But it's not for me. You know, they're niche, and if your intention, you know, I'm saying I'm not in for any of them. I'm not down on them though. If your intention is to have the characters look hyper cartoon accurate and look excellent on the shelf, and you don't care if they transform, and you don't care necessarily how they feel in hand, and you just want them to look good, these are great. These are absolutely great. They are for that collector that wants the display. If you want more functionality, they're a mixed bag in terms of functionality. Also, Vintage Beast Wars to come, apparently, and I find some of these weird. I'm skeptical of some of these. Apparently, we're going to get a vintage release of K9. We're going to get a vintage release of the Cyber Shark, which was a version, I think, that got used for Skybite. We're going to get Tarantulas, which will be very popular, and Pterosaur, who may be popular. Depends on if we get like a legacy one or whatever. We know that there's one up and coming. But I like the original Pterosaur. I'm a fan. So I guess we'll see. Then we have Transformers Shine. Now, this is where things get interesting. I heard of Shine listings a long time ago, and I didn't know what they were, and I reported to you guys. It looks like Transformers Shine might be a Walmart now exclusive, but I don't think it originally was, because the listing that came to me was not in a Walmart database. It was in the database of another company, and the Shine listings since have been discontinued. I'm wondering if, since they were listed, it became a Walmart exclusive. And there were two packs. We know now that the 2-packs will be Soundwave and Optimus Prime, whatever Shine is. I don't know what versions these will be, as well as Bumblebee and Starscream. I feel like these might tie into Cyberverse, but I honestly don't know what Shine is. Then from Hasbro Pulse, Shattered Glass Wheeljack, baby. This guy needs that, you know me and Wheeljack. Soundwave, 100% need. Blaster, we'll see. Magnus, we'll see. The Blaster, maybe. The Magnus, I'm not struck on the Earthrise mold or the Siege mold, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm in for a Magnus. We will have to wait and see, but that's all of those. Whew. We still have to get through the legacy ones, but I'm going to check in with you guys. I know I've been throwing a lot of information at you, baby. Let's go back up because you guys have been saying a lot as we've been going through here. How far back must I go? As we go down here just a little bit. Why haven't we gotten Select Sunstorm already? All those siege repaints and not one Sunstorm. Looking forward to Armada Starscream. We're not there yet. As long as any of these have ankles, I mean, man, ankles is your magic. Hey, Shansi. When can we get a good Deathsaurus? Good question, Devlin. I kind of want to see Nintendo and Transformers crossover. I'm not in for crossovers. If you want to, cool, but I'm not. I've decided I'm not interested in crossovers. They do nothing for me. Yeah, HasLab is probably going to be the answer, Devlin, which is disgusting, but whatever. I'm getting that blackout. You do you, Jay. You do you. No one loves exclusives, but I like the face after. I hope overrides. Okay. You need a Cyclonus, so you need a Cosmos so bad you didn't get the Generations one, Chauncey? Why not override? Because it's Unicron Trilogy. I don't know the character. I have zero interest in it. Zero. If I'm not connected to the character, I'm not spending money on it anymore. Not when they come in at $35 plus tax. No, I'm not interested. I have no place in my collection for a Unicron Trilogy. I don't like the characters. I have no interest in it. That's that, which is great. I hope they do Unicron Trilogy. I'll save a ton of money because I'm not buying any of it. I bet they make Override into SG Alita 1. Maybe. Seems to be lots of Japanese characters on the horizon. I agree, Shansi, which could be good, depending on which characters they decide to go with. Autobot Black Convoy. Yeah, normally it's Nemesis Prime. I feel like Motor Master should be a Velocitron spinoff. Okay, I don't know why, but okay. Is that even politically correct? Oh, Razor Bear. It's going to be an interesting 12 months. Well, it's going to be a something 12 months. G1 style Sandstorm. What's wrong with the word convoy? We had a ton of red. I saw all those red, Jay, at your Walmart, and I said, not one of them worth getting. It's just, I done the first wave, and I didn't like how they felt in hand, and I had hinges that, or joints that didn't work the way that they were supposed to. Like everybody said, Megatron has an ab crunch. Not the one that I looked at didn't have no ab crunch. So I don't know. Maybe it was made out of better materials. 12 months release. We've seen 6 months early from Thieves. And oh yeah, well, the Thieves are the Thieves. So we go down here. Might that let the light shine? I don't know. Red Coronation Starscream is good, but uses gear for Earthrise. What is he ranting? I'm only saying that red's no good. Masterfire, nothing major, buddy. Is the Scourge name not copyrighted? It got to be. We got Scourge in '86, so they got the Scourge name. Override is my first female Autobot. Really? I got a ton of female Autobots. None of them are Override. 93 days till Christmas. Cool. Hey, Ninja Bill. Okay, let's go down through Legacy, do the unboxing, get out of here.
Did someone just Christmas count down?
They sure did. Blue Raccoon.
Ew.
Starscream wife is a real Scrooge, so she said, "Ooh,
Scrooge." It's
you are. I'm happy.
Not ready for Christmas till December.
I am. I'm ready for Christmas right now. Okay, so Legacy. We're getting a core class Sky Warp, which I think we all knew was coming because we have the Starscream. We're getting a core class Hot Rod, which I find weird. A core class core class Prime Optimus Prime. Iguanus, G2 Megatron, which I assume will be the core class Megatron repainted that we have now. Shockwave, a core class Shockwave. Prime Soundwave, an Energon Monster, and Skullgrin. Don't die.
Sorry.
Way to interfere.
Sorry.
She died. So some of those are weird. Like, they got to stop doing the main guys as core. Like, why would you have a core class Transformers Prime, Optimus Prime? Why? I don't see the logic of that. And don't tell me it goes with Titans and stuff. Please don't. because I don't, man, dude, I don't get it, man. Skullgrin, like to me, Skullgrin should be bigger. Like he was the Decepticon monster pretenders were huge. They didn't shrink down to be the size of humans or anything. They were giant. So why are you doing this core class? Like that makes no sense to me. You know, maybe it's just me. Oh, Shansi, thank you, sir. Super chat, super fan. I greatly appreciate it. You know that by now. She was a speed queen, if you say so. Override is female in the West, Dennis. Yeah, I know. She was Nitro, or he was Nitro Convoy in Japan. I know. But Ninja Bill, did you see my Override review, man? I talked about all that, man. I talked about all that. Hey, a disembodied ghost of Starscream wife, Ninja Bill said.
Whoa, what?
He said, hey, disembodied ghost of Starscream wife. I'll send you pics later of the new Cyberverse releases that I got and the price and the numbers. That's a transformation. I got those, and I got McAdam. Like, if you got that wave or whatever, then good. Ultra Megatron is like it was a good wave. It was a great wave, actually. And she died like her namesake. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Agreed about the Cybertron stuff, Mr. Dennis, but I missed out on Titan Metroplex when he was released. That's fair. That's fair. And like I said, we'll talk about that as we get down there a bit now. I said before that I wouldn't be getting more figures with the price increases unless they have some characters that we haven't seen in a long time. They got me. They don't have me. They made a Cyberverse Legion Optimus Prime. They did. And why did they make a Cyberverse Legion? I thought it was garbage then. I think it's garbage now. I was like, why? This makes no sense. Why would anybody get this? See, core class playset capabilities? No, it's trash. Stop it. It's a waste. Just make the thing right. Stop making excuses for bad decisions. Only some of those core class make sense as core class. Let's get the deluxe, because deluxe makes a ton more sense to me. So we have deluxe skids, totally in for 100%, because I detest the generation skids. I think it's trash. The arms can barely move. They go out like this, and that's it. I hated that the moment I got it. Prime RC, I think she's going to be beautiful, spectacular. Kickback, I don't need it. I'm happy with the Titans Return one, but maybe somebody will need it. Drag strip, totally out. Zero interest. Unless this Menasor is guaranteed to scale with the combiners I already have and just replace the Menasor I have. If it's one bit out of scale and different, I'm not interested. So drag strip, probably a pass. Knockout, can't wait for. The only knockout I got is the Beast Hunters one. I want a proper knockout, so I can't wait for that. Another Alita one, it might be from the Override, it might mold. It might be like a Unicron Trilogy Alita one. Not in for it. What else do we have? Tarantulas, a lot of people want that. It got to beat my 10th anniversary one, so we'll see. Wall Rider, not interested. Point Blank, totally in for, 100% in for it. Crankcase, 100% in for. Dead End, not interested. Energon Monster, we'll see. Breakdown, not interested. Then we get to Voyager. Voyager Blaster, I told you guys about a while ago. Voyager Bulkhead, I think we all knew about a while ago. Like, no big shock on Voyager Bulkhead, right? Prime Soundwave. Interesting. I think he will be a popular one. I'll be interested to know what minion it comes with. I assume Laserbeak, but we'll see. G-Axis, Voyager G-Axis. I like the deluxe, but I think I'd be down for a Voyager G-Axis. Beast Wars Inferno, man. Beast Wars Inferno happening. You heard it here. Beast Wars Inferno. Armada Starscream, pass for me. I know some people here said they were excited about it, and if you are, cool. Again, it's a Unicron Trilogy thing. I have zero interest in it. I didn't like the fiction, don't like the series, didn't think any of it was good from beginning to end. It's not for me. If it's for you, cool. But it's not something I'm getting. Then we have the leader. Classes will be Laser Prime. Again, I'm not interested in Laser Prime. If you are, cool. Prime Galvatron. I find that a weird one. I feel like that got to be a typo. Prime Galvatron. There was no Prime Galvatron. So I don't know what that's going to be. Blitzwing. Somebody earlier said Studio Series 86 Blitzwing. That's not what it's being released in. It's being released in Legacy. Pardon me. I'm not interested in it at this point. It's saying leader. I assume it's going to be a tiny, teeny leader like Astro Train was. I'm not interested in that. And Dragon Megatron as a leader. I expected him to be a commander, but apparently he's being listed as a leader. I find that interesting. I might be in for Dragon Megatron. We'll see. And then we have the commander being Motormaster, easy pass for me, unless it scales perfectly with Combiner Wars. It needs to be 12 inches, the height of Combiner Wars. If it's not, I'm out. I don't care. I'm not interested. And then we have the Titan, Cybertron Metroplex. I reported this a while ago. It was actually courtesy of Brian, T Fan Page 101. We all know him. That's where I heard it from first. Not for me. He turns into this, like, I don't know, tractor craney type of thing. I don't know how they're going to do it. Some people, and if you're a Unicron Trilogy fan, this is going to be up your alley, and I'm happy for you. I'm happy you're getting Titans that you want. Because guess what, man? I have Metroplex, Fortress Maximus. I have an Omega Supreme. Mine's Wei Jiang's Ultimate Guard. I have an Arc. I have Trypticon. I have Scorpinak. I have Devastator. And I'm gonna have Black Zarek. I'm tightened out. I'm done, man. Like I'm done. I'm happy you're getting something. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I really am happy you're getting something. Okay. Let's see here a little bit. I want a re-release of the 2013 IDW Titan Metroplex. I think that they should re-release it too, to be honest with you, with the prices it went to. What it said, what? When it said Prime Galvatron, I think it may have been talking about Megatron in the Prime movie. No, he didn't get, no, you got it wrong. He didn't get upgraded to Galvatron or anything. Unicron in the Prime movie took over his body in Predacons Rising, and he was Megatron Unicronus, basically. He wasn't Galvatron. He didn't get upgraded to Galvatron. I don't know why that's in it. It's weird. What? 72 days till Cookie Day? I don't even know what that is. I don't have a clue what you're talking about. Metroplex turned into bucket wheel excavator. Yeah, he was a giant excavator. If the Minosaur looks great and more traditional, I can see the justification for upgrade. No, not me. I want the scale. I just finished getting every one of these combiners. Just now. I've been 6 years collecting this scale. I'm not redoing it. Like, I'm out. That's where I tap out, because I'm just not redoing it. I think it means TF Prime Megs, but it's not. But it doesn't say Prime Megs. It says Prime Galvatron. Like, it's a weird one. I think, man, it got to be a typo, right? Like, it got to be a typo, right? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Maybe it's some sort of repackage. Maybe, man. Okay, so that's it. That's all the leaks. There was a ton there. If you missed something, go back, man, and listen. Now, we're going to do a very quick episode of Creator and the Corporate Man. I have to get in character as Creator. I have to get in character as Corporate Man. Actually, that's where I'm going to start. Are we ready? Are we ready for Creator and the Corporate Man? No, we're going to get the trivia after Creator and the Corporate Man. What? You'll be surprised in the Transformers fandom? Be surprised about what? Corporate Guy says Prime Galvatron. Yeah, you weren't here last week, T-Fangy. Okay. T-Fangy, sorry. All right. So, we need more money. We got plenty of money. Last year we made like $5 billion. Like, we got lots of money. No, we don't. Yeah, $5 billion is a lot of money, man. It was like 5.47 billion or something. Yeah, but there's no such thing as too much money. We need more money. How else are the investors going to buy new yachts so they can impress their young wives so that they'll stay with them? Is that what we're focusing on, the investors and their young wives? Gold diggers ain't cheap. Okay, so do you have an idea for making more money? I've got a brilliant idea for making more money. Oh, dear. Okay, what's your brilliant idea for making more money? Hear me out. Repaints. Repaints? What's a repaint? Okay, so you take something you got now and you make a whole new character out of it. And then you make it a different color. Then you paint it. Then you sell it. Doesn't really cost us anything. We ain't got to develop nothing. All we got to do is pick out a different color paint. So, like, you want us to take Starscream and make him other jets. Bingo! Okay, so got any names? Sure, lots. Thundercracker, Skywarp, Britches Jeans, Space Cadabra. The last couple don't even make sense. You're just taking two sounds and putting them together to make it sound long. Alpha Lion. Light bulb. Window. Stop it. You're just embarrassing yourself. Light bulb window could be yellow. Light bulb window could be yellow, but he's not going to be yellow because we are not going to do that. Fans don't want that. They'll eat it up. What we'll do is we'll throw a few of them in the show, and then we'll give them a different personality. One guy will be really smart, and another guy will be not so intelligent, and this guy will be funny. The fans will love it. They'll buy anything. They won't buy anything. I mean, they want to be connected to the characters. Bingo. Repaints. More characters. That's exactly how the whole idea of repaints was born. That's how that conversation went. The corporate guy said repaints. The creator guy was angry about it. And that's how it really went. That was a bit of facts for you. That was a bit of facts. I don't know what's wrong with me. There's so much wrong with me. It's the birth of... It was the birth of the Seekers, right? Okay. Let's go up here. Ooh, that was a motorcycle if you heard that. Yeah, I went Hollywood. That's exactly what I did. Imagine if it was based on Galvatron from the Galvatron's Revenge series here on you. I never heard of Galvatron's Revenge, so okay. Let's see. I also go all in on Combiner Wars stuff because I just felt that it just felt too cheap to me for what they charged. I thought it was great. $100, you got a whole combiner. I felt the engineering was also very baseline stuff and didn't impress me at all. I don't understand that, Nate. I think they're perfect for the price. I think that they were ideal. I think when people spend $200 and $300 on a combiner, I'm like, you're insane. You obviously have some sort of like deficiency or something when it comes to thought, because that's nuts. That's just me. But that's the first thought that comes to my head. I know it's not fair, but it's the first thought that comes to my head. With all these Transformers, I think we will all need more money. Not me. Tons of them. I'm skipping on solid. I'm tickled because there's a bunch I don't have to buy. There you go. See, Triple R's here. He's your Seeker guy. He is your Seeker guy. See, 5.47 billion for 2020. Yep, we got to crowdfund something. What a bunch of nonsense. I used to be your substitute teacher. I probably was. I'm not subbing this year, man. Is this a conversation between... I don't know who those guys are, so... Okay. Seekers do rule. I agree with Triple R. Okay, so trivia and unboxing and get out of here because I started late and it's getting late and I want to enjoy some of my night. So the trivia tonight comes from our buddy... Dragonfly, and here it is. Easy one tonight. According to Wardon, how old is Optimus Prime? Not counting his time as Orion Pax, just as Optimus Prime. How old is Optimus Prime? Is he A, 19 million years old, B, 9 million years old, C, 4 million years old, or D, 11 million years old? How old is Optimus Prime? A, 19, B, 9, C, 4, or D, 11? Crumble Zone says B, 9, B, 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 B. A lot of guys are saying B. I guess so, Nate, but like, I don't know what it is you want. Like, combine, they all stand well, they all function well, they animate tremendous, they're easy to transform back and forth, they're easy to animate, they're easy to combine, they're easy to put on. I don't know what else you'd want, honestly. I really don't. I see some of these like third-party ones, and I'm like, oh my God, you're spending an hour putting it in combine mode. Like, I don't understand the joy of that. But to each their own, I guess. C. Some people are saying 4. The answer is D, 9 million. And here's the follow-up bonus. What was Optimus Prime's original Diaclone called? What was the Diaclone that became Optimus Prime called? Pretty easy one. What was that Diaclone called? Everybody now going Googling, searching it up, right, on the onlines. What was the Diaclone pre-Optimus Prime offering called? I've heard that Optimus Prime was only 37. Convoy? No. Well, Convoy's part of it. No, not Machine Robo. Convoy. Battle Convoy. There you go. Super Robot Ed and Blue Raccoon both got it. No, not Truck Convoy. I'm sorry. I had my thing on it. But Super Robot Ed got it. Battle Convoy. Sound Blaster Studios Battle Convoy. Yeah, Battle Convoy, man. Battle Convoy. Okay. Unboxing, and then we're going to get out of here. And we're all going to have a tremendous weekend, aren't we, lads? Right? Tremendous, tremendous weekend. You didn't get it first, Sound Blaster. You got it second. Super Robot Ed got it first. Okay, so the first thing I got come in was courtesy of our good buddy Razor Bear, and it is my first of the Pulse because, of course, we all know that usually Pulse doesn't really do the thing to here. And it is this guy. It is my first Shattered Glass besides Optimus and Ratchet. I love Shattered Glass. I loved it in every franchise. This, of course, is Blur. My Blur does have one kind of gimpy arm over here. That's unfortunate. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything to really fix it. It is what it is. But he looks tremendous. That sinister head sculpt is beautiful. I love it. And I love these colors. But I'm already noticing mold degradation. I will say that. The other thing that came in this week that I haven't even had a chance yet to look at myself, but I'm excited to do that, is not 1, not 2, but 3 Sharkticons. Nah, I do have my trio of these. I got them all in one shot on a pre-order. And that's it. I won't get any more. If I see any more of these now, I'll be helping other collectors to get them. Really happy to have this trio. So now I have a trio of the Titans Return ones. I have a trio of the Cyberverse ones. I have a trio of these. And I have the one that came with the pit. So that's it. Like, I'm good. I'm good with my Quintesson forces, man. Totally, totally good. All the then you got bad ones, Nate. I've animated all mine 1 billion times. And they're tremendous. Tremendous. You must have got bad ones. Didn't tab together well or keep solid. I really enjoy articulation over the Scramble City gimmick. They're well articulated. There's no more articulation that really could want waste, maybe. I don't understand where the hate's coming from, Nate. I don't get it, man. I'm not there with you, and I'm not redoing combiners. I think that it's a rabbit hole that, honestly, only a fool would jump down. Sorry, I got to be honest. I could lie to you and say that I'm all in for it, but I'm not all in for it. I think it is. I don't think it's a good idea to be redoing combiners now. Not when people are just finishing them off. I mean, to each their own, but man, I can't support it. I'm sorry if that, bends you out of shape, but I can't support all of mine. Every one of them, great. Every one of them up on the shelf, they've been perfect. I don't have any issues. I really don't. And I'm sorry you did. But it sounds to me like you got a bunch of bad copies. And honestly, I find all the newer stuff the QC is way worse. I never had any QC issues until War for Cybertron. And I've had tons in War for Cybertron. I never had any before that in all of my collecting. It's a new thing to me, and I don't like the taste that leaves in my mouth. I don't trust that this will be in scale. I don't trust this Menasor will be better. And the other Menasor was bad. I'll admit that. I did a bunch of work on him. He was the worst of those combiners. So he's the one who should be replaced. But if he's going to be replaced at a different scale, I think that's a bad idea. And if you're in for it, cool. I couldn't be less interested. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I love you all. I'm going to get out of here, spend some time with my wife. We've been on here, this long. I was a little bit late starting. What? Why not? Why not once? Why is that bad? I don't even know what you're trying to say, Caldillo. I don't even know, buddy, what you're trying to say. I appreciate you guys coming by and giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I hope you all have, whether we've agreed tonight or disagreed, I hope you all have a tremendous, tremendous weekend. Don't forget, tomorrow we're going to take a look at Liege Maximo. We have the countdown coming up on Monday. What can I say? Thanks for coming by, giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we offer to you through Teespring. Or, of course, hit the join button right here on YouTube. Don't forget that somehow, some way, each and every single solitary day, man, all of you, you do very much make a difference. And I look forward, baby, to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams right here at the stop motion premieres or the old-fashioned way inside the videos.